Hello my friends, Jeff, Tax Rescue CPA. Are you still waiting for your IRS refund? Well, you're not alone. The IRS processes millions and millions of tax returns a year, and sometimes delays happen for folks. So I'm going to show you in this video some of the common reasons for delays, how to avoid them in the future, and also how to check on your refund when you realize it's been delayed. Let's jump in. The common reasons for refund delays. Number one, we have errors on your tax return. Sometimes it's just simple mistakes. You get numbers switched around, the withholding doesn't match up right. Something isn't jiving on the IRS's side when they're processing your tax return. The IRS may need additional time to review what's going on, or they may send you a notice and need clarification before they can issue your refund. All right, number two, this is kind of on the same lines, but you have missing or incomplete information where maybe you missed a W-2 or didn't report income from a 1099, and the IRS needs to figure out, hey, why isn't this matching up? Okay, number three, paper filing instead of e-filing. If you paper filed, expect your refund to take a little longer to get processed because the IRS has to shuffle some paper around and get everything entered and processed a little more manually. They still do it with some automation, but it's a little more manual. Okay, number four, if you're claiming certain credits, and the ones that trigger this are the earned income credit and the advanced child tax credit. Okay, why? Why these? Well, these are refundable credits, and the IRS has to verify that you qualify for these before they will send you the money. In fact, the IRS has to wait until mid-February to verify this before they have to wait until mid-February to even send you these refunds. So if you're claiming that and it's February 3rd, you're not getting your money for a little while still because of legal restrictions or requirements on the IRS. Okay, number five is identity theft or fraud concerns. This is really ramped up in recent years, but if the IRS has any reason to believe that you aren't who you say you are, and this is a myriad of things that can come up and trigger this, they're not going to process your return, and eventually, hopefully, you'll receive a notice from the IRS explaining what the holdup is. Number six is simply just backlogs and processing issues. Because of all the returns, staffing shortages, and other system issues, or just from the whole machine, not running as smoothly as it could. Sometimes it just takes a little longer. And number seven is you owe back taxes, or you have other non-IRS debt. And if that happens, then, the refund is going to be applied to the back debt, the child support, maybe federal student loan issues, or other kind of judgments. The IRS can take your refund and apply it towards these or offset those other debts with the refund, and you won't see it. You will usually receive a notice from the IRS explaining what happened to your refund, but this is going to take a little while for that notice to go out. Okay, so going forward, how do you avoid delays in the future? Well, the number one thing is to double check you have all the information on your tax return before you file to make sure there's nothing on there to give the IRS any question, give them any pause, any reason to not fast track your money, because it's your money, you want it now. All right, the other thing is to e-file and choose direct deposit. That is the quickest way, other than using some providers, rapid refund loans where they're essentially loaning you the money and you're paying exorbitant fees. But other than that, the fastest way to get your refund is to e-file and use direct deposit so the IRS can give you your money quickly and efficiently. So now let's get to it. What do you do now if your refund is delayed, right? I haven't received my money. What do I do? Well, easiest thing to do is to go online. The IRS has a specific page called Where's My Refund? Find that page, enter a few bits of information. They're going to want social security number, name, and they usually want the refund amount, how much you're expecting, down to the dollar, the exact amount, to verify that you are who you say you are associated with the return that was filed. So go to that tool, and there you'll find some information about your refund. Next, if you watch your mailbox, at this point, if you're receiving a notice shortly after filing your return, this needs to be responded to in order for the IRS to complete processing. So respond to it quickly. And then lastly is verifying your identity if it's if it's requested. We talked about this earlier, and this is a big one where with identity theft. And if nothing is going to create more concern with the IRS if they ask for you to identify yourself or verify your information and then you don't, they get silent. So respond to that quickly. All right, so you're thinking, yeah, but I want to know answers right now. Well, this is when you contact the IRS. If it's been more than 21 days since you filed the return, get on the phone, call the IRS, and find out what's going on. Lately, the hold times haven't been that bad, and you can get through to somebody and talk to a live person that can look at your account and give you some answers about what's going on and either how to give them the information they need to process your refund or when you're going to get your refund. If you want expert help, Tax Rescue CPA has you covered. Like and follow for more tax saving tips. Who's doing your taxes?